Okay, so first the rider has to get in the athletic position on that bicycle. We cover this extensively in the clinics, all right? And then primarily with the legs, the rider pushes this bike forward, all right there. All right, that allows the core and the head to stay calm, all right? The core needs to be a stable and balanced platform for any movement to be effective. And the vision, balance, all that happens in your head, all right? These things have to stay calm, static inertia, okay? Um, Also, the bike covers ground when this wheelie is done properly. What this is really about is getting that front tire out there beyond danger. All right. On the contrary, that wheelie right there, all right, yanking up on the handlebars, pushing down and loading up the suspension and pulling up. A lot of riders are taught to do this wheelie that way. A bunch of problems. The bike doesn't cover any ground really when that front wheel's in the air. And look at the motion of that core and that head. Down, up, back, down. You just can't maintain control with that type of motion in your core and upper body. Core needs to be a stable and balanced platform. All right, that's human movement 101, and we need to let this body work in an athletic sense on the bicycle. All right, so again, right there, using the strongest muscles in the body, the best balance, our skeletal and structural support happens in the legs that frees up our upper body to do its thing. All right, completely necessary to ride this bike well at higher levels. And again, we cover this extensively in the clinics. All right, so that wheelie right there was way different than this one right here, okay? Pushing down that suspension and yanking up on the bars. So here's a higher level riding maneuver, and this is called a J-hop. This is a proper way to get the whole bicycle off the ground, contrary to the bunny hop, where most people yank up with their cleats. Not a very functional way to do things, all right? All of riding is building blocks. It's all simple. The first part of this is that coaster wheelie right there. The core stays stable, the head stays stable, and then the rider can immediately continue to maneuver the bicycle. All right, again, this isn't going to happen if that core or that head are moving around. Also, the front wheel isn't going to cover ground if I'm pushing down and pulling up on the suspension. So here we are out in the trail, two coaster wheelies in succession, right in a row. Watch how stable and balanced this core are. Watch how stable and balanced the head are. Nice smooth momentum path. Use those legs to push that bike out forward. All right, getting that thing out and forward what really is really important right there. Okay, and here we've got a kind of nasty little rocky drop, steeper than it looks on the video. And then look at the roots right behind the rider's front tire. All right, the rider needs to get that bike, again, beyond the danger. That bike needs to go forward and out, all right? Also, look at the varied trail surface behind the rider. So if you're relying on pushing down on that fork and pulling up on that bike, who knows what angle, what surface you're actually pushing down on. And if you don't get that front tire under control, up, light, and beyond danger, right there, you're going to be in some pretty good trouble. All right? I can always push this bike forward with my strong legs and keep that core and the head nice and stable if I do things right, and that's essential to control. All right? So again, we can't cover everything, the how, the why, the what of our position, of using our legs, of stability of the core and the head. But hopefully this points you in the right direction. There's a way to do this maneuver properly and functionally on the trail, and of course there's all kinds of bad advice out there. Some things that'll work in certain situations, but once we get to the higher levels, we have to do things right. So thanks a lot. Check back soon. We'll have a bunch more of these.